I am recording.
Message Psycho, I think. Excellent, thanks, man. Alright. And I'll just tell Cool Tank really quickly as well. I'll just comment. What are you now? Alright. So guys, Ag spent a bit of time, thankfully. He just went through our last stream, the one where we played against Team Tentacle, and found a few points that were of interest where we make mistakes. And obviously we know we make mistakes, and highlighted some cool places to improve. So let's take a look at our matches last week and have a group think about how we can improve it. So our team comp, we started playing with Psycho on Hammond after what the coach had told us around, with Hammond, you want to engage, you want to commit to the engagements, don't just roll out unless you really have to. You want to jump in and then keep applying pressure kind of stuff. So it worked pretty well with Serp. I think maybe Psycho didn't actually, he might have missed what that coach was saying, which is unfortunate. But
I put the timestamp to the roll-ins as well for the positioning of the grapple.
What?
That kicked me from the game.
I should put you back.
You have 41 loot boxes. You should open them all.
Does it not have a timestamp in? I can't see the. Oh, it's got it there. 59. All right.
But that's for the video before, the one where he was actually showing us.
Yeah, this is good. Good call.
If that makes sense.
Oh no, the ones that I've got from you, I think are. Hang on, we'll see. We'll confirm.
Hi.
So in 10 seconds. Hey, Expansion, we just started. Can you jump in and see?
Fuck you, man.
So it's recording, by the way.
Ryan Diva. That comes to this side.
All right. So Psycho goes in, pile drives. There's no voice comms on this, unfortunately.
Are you going in?
And then rolled away.
Whoa!
Ag's freaking out. So obviously, according to what Gel, our coach, was saying, that's obviously not the best way of doing it. Yeah, pile driving in. We kind of need to work on comms around that a bit.
He here for this?
Yeah, I messaged him. I don't know where he is. I think he's in World of Warcraft.
He is. That means he's not coming.
Okay, that's all right. We'll continue. He can watch the VOD. So feel free to rip into him because he's not here to defend himself. Right. So just there. I mean, this is his first match since playing on Hammond in our team. So as you guys all know, solo style play is very different to team play. So it doesn't work there. And unfortunately, you can see here that's cost us the start of that match. All right.
Yeah, the idea of going in is that you want to get the first kill.
Right. Yeah. Not dive back and then let our supports die.
Yeah, like poke.
It's unfortunate.
There are poke builds, but this wasn't one of them.
We're running a dive. We shouldn't be poking at all.
No.
Run in.
Right.
Everyone either dies or we win. That's it.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
and
it's
if you've got the better focus and the better comms and whatnot, the idea is that you get the first couple of kills and then you've just got superior numbers, so you should be able to. Well, that's how Gel described it anyway.
And when we started this match, we're going kamikaze dive. So that was our full intention, and it was already like locked in. That was our plan, kind of thing. But look, whatever, we make mistakes. Rip. So moving on a bit.
I'm already down, so I can't see what's going on.
Yeah. So again, this actually highlights a problem that that Metal has a lot, which is if Metal, and our team has a lot. If Metal dies, we kind of just go radio silence in terms of shot calling and things like that. It's really, really bad. Sperange has entered World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I have three screens, bro.
All right.
2 asterisk.
Yeah, actually.
No,
You're on it now too, aren't you? Oh.
Asterisk, don't asterisk me, you fuck.
Anyway, so yeah, we just have a lack of calls when he dies, obviously because he can't see. So it's something we need to work on. The idea of we still have Metal as a primary shot caller, but we shouldn't just go radio silence. And I saw it today as well, right? It happened like 3 or 4 times where if Metal dies, we just quiet. It's danger.
Someone target call?
There you go. Someone target call.
Yell their name out.
You guys can hear the sound from the video, right?
No.
Oh, just adjust it on your own player.
Yeah, there's a little volume thing there.
Okay.
Play it again.
Down to
Okay, there we go. Someone target call.
someone target call.
Just yell their name out.
It's fight lost, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I'm back. So it's fight lost. Where are we at? 207. Yeah. Cool. Back out. Yep. Heal evil on the way. Come back. Come back. If you're alive still, no.
So kamikaze, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So
Yeah,
we already discussed it was kamikaze.
Does everyone remember the coach? Like you've got to go in and get a kill, and stay.
Yeah. Focus.
They're at the choke point.
All right. So, and I think this is what's about to happen is a similar thing that I mentioned first. We've got our Hammond. He's gonna jump in.
So
Pile drive, awesome.
Alright, cool,
But
cool.
then he's gone back. He's behind our back line now, so he's not committed to. I think Psycho has commitment issues. That's what I'm saying.
Later, like in the second match, it was better, but at the start, maybe it's just a warm-up issue. I don't know.
True, and as I said, this was his first foray with Hammond in our group in a proper scrim. With a
Well,
you know,
Even
What
then,
game is-
if this is how he plays Hammond, he's doing it wrong. You meant to pile drive.
It's
with
definitely wrong. Yeah.
shield. Use your shields when you're in the middle of the team.
Yeah. So they
Right.
shoot the shield, and it's wasted damage.
What scrim is this? Like, what game is this?
this is against Team
Tuesday?
Tentacle. Yeah.
Okay.
Tuesday's match against Team Tentacle.
I think we're used to Metal calling it as well, and Metal wasn't. He was support, I think.
yeah, Zenyatta, yeah, and
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. And I think this is more of a confidence thing, as
Yeah.
opposed to a playstyle thing, because when you're diving, you kind of need to call like the area you're diving. It's no good if people see you dive and then follow. You kind of all got to know where you're going and all try
Ahead
and
of
go
time.
at the same time. Yeah.
All right, let's continue. So
You can see the difference later. It doesn't stay like this all night.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He improved almost right away.
Roll out, dude.
We get down.
alright, keep going.
More. Nice. Diva.
Ryan, Discord down, point. Ryan.
Sorry.
Alright, Ryan,
Nice.
down. Sorry.
So I'm guessing what happened there was Ag decided to give up on chasing her and overrode what he was doing with the call about the was it Zen on point? Sorry, on point. He's on point.
I don't think I think that was someone else who said Zen on point.
Yeah, no, but that's why you turned around eventually.
Yeah, I mean she was out of mech, so she's just running away.
Hmm.
I mean, you were calling her, and we got her, so she's
Right.
Cool on.
Nice.
Diva's stuck out of mech.
All right, let's push forward.
Yep.
I'm gonna go around the side a bit.
Yep. We're very split up.
Coming center.
Right, look at that. So we've got, I'm not sure who it is over here. We've got Diva, this backline over here. We have our Zen, which is defense matrixable safe. I guess Tracer being there is okay, but there's no, I don't think there was an intention of a pincer attack or anything along those lines. I don't know where I am. I think I'm actually behind Ag in this situation because I was there before. But
Who's on the right? On that
That's
yellow.
definitely Hammond.
yeah, it's probably
Is
Hammond.
it Hammond or me? I think I missed it hard.
We'll find out in a second, I think. But Jim did warn that we were split, so it's probably not. You heard it
That was
again,
Hammond.
yeah.
Did a pile drive. Definitely Hammond.
Yeah, sorry his name.
Yeah.
Psycho.
Push that
Psycho can't get to you, mate. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
now he's
Psycho
dead.
can't get to
Yeah.
you, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, he died there.
Ooh.
So they've realised 5v6.
No, well,
Now it's 6v1.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Two ults by three ults by them.
alright.
That's another thing, actually. So we've started, doing, and I was trying to be as active as possible this match, where we're how are the ults going, just as a practice thing, and gaining confidence in ult tracking. I think we're getting better. I think a lot of us started making calls like, "Okay, I saw this, I saw that," or I was trying to say what we didn't see. So in our first match, or on Gibraltar with the Farah, for example, the match we just played, there's a few instances where we're like, haven't seen this ult for a while. They're going to come around to do it. They're going to come around to do it. And that extra information tells you like what the actual enemy is likely planning to do and where they're going to be. And I really suck at RTS games, like really bad. But if I don't have Fog of War, it's so much easier. Yeah.
Ooh,
same
I need
thing.
1 second. 1
Information
second. Sorry.
power. Meow, 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 meow. No worries. All right, let's go.
So let's see what we got.
Pretty
then.
good, pretty good.
Let's go to the next
We
point.
should be tracking our
Mark
count,
Hunt's
like
fine.
our,
Yeah.
alt counterpart, our counterpart's alt.
Yeah,
And
so
then
the
together we can
easiest-
make the
Right,
net
right.
of alt
So-
calls.
So there's a
Or-
Jane
or if
video,
not counterpart, our counter, whoever alts we're
like in the same
countering or whatever.
position, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
if I'm Zen, I want to be tracking the other enemy Zen or the Genji or the Pharah or whatever that
Right.
I'm going to use my ult for, you know?
Right. So you want to think about
And the
why.
two Ryans will obviously be tracking each other's ults. They'll have the best gauge how many fire strikes they've used or whatever the hell.
And being
Yeah.
hit by. So there's a good Jane video that I linked about that a while ago, and the best way to build that, because that's a skill, that's something that you need to practice, right? And the best way to do it is kind of like as you hinted, start. So metal here is on Zen. So just to start off with, don't worry about the whole. I'm worrying about the Genji. I'm worrying about the Pharah, and the other ones that you're trying to counter with. At very first, it's best to just start with how am I going? Diva ults at 94%. Chances are, given that we won one team fight, they won one team fight, that kind of thing. Although this says otherwise, but given how the battle has been going, Ag will know if the Diva's performing better than him, then the Diva definitely has ult now. If that makes sense. So that's the first step to tracking or learning ult tracking is just keeping an eye on your own. Your own, and then the counterpart, and then starting expanding it as as Sperange was saying, to think about what you are going to use your ult for, especially important for for Zen or a Mercy Valk or something along those lines, like the support ults, or even a drop the beat Lucio. Yeah. Any other thoughts on that?
Sounds good.
Yeah. Something we need to practice.
Two ults as well. They're
But-
rigging. And
Which one, sorry? What was that, Alex?
they're about to use two ults as well, which
Right.
I should have known.
Right.
'Cause
But that,
they
again, it's something
engage
we
and then they
practice.
push their ults and we're screwed.
Wait for the Let's see.
I was like, yeah.
Guys.
Right.
I don't know where Psycho was. I think he dived again without. What happened actually? Wait for the. Fall back. Wait for the
I was like,
All right, so it's fall back. Wait for the, and he dived in and.
I think it was late though. If you go back just a little bit more than that, to like us running through.
Frigate.
Yeah. So watch when Lucio pops his ult and we realize.
Just running back to our team.
So we had it there. Ooh, Skula shot. And then he goes in.
Wait for the
There.
It was within a second.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it was
it's not-
pretty
it's
tight.
A split second. Like totally forgivable mistake.
Yeah, I think that's bad luck.
Yeah.
I was on my hook.
Wish
when
I had
they
that
did
second
it.
one.
But he's now. I wish Psycho was
Talking about it.
He's now saying, she's chucking a cool tank, who's also not here yet, maybe here later. Oh, I did this, I did that, I did this, and this is why it happened. Which is not like, I mean, Cool Tank earlier was saying, saying Mercy, I got her, she's dead now. He was thinking, how valuable is that shot call? But compared to what Psycho just said, this is like super good thing to say, right? It might be a bit redundant, but yeah, it's generally. But look, in the heat of the moment, you're trying to not look like you screwed up and cost the game or something like that. So I get it, human. But have confidence. That's actually a confidence thing as well. It's a self-confidence thing, and it's a confidence in our team that we're gonna judge him for fucking up or something like that. But I know you guys, and I don't think. I mean, every now and then, if someone keeps doing something really bad,
Everyone fucks up though. Like that's the thing.
exactly
If you fuck
We-
up, just own your
Being
mistake.
called out about it's like part of learning though.
true, but you don't need to dwell on it. So sitting there and being
Yeah.
like,
So
"Oh,
getting
this
called out
is-
is one thing, and then like giving someone shit for half an hour is another.
Yeah, they gotta not take it
Yeah,
personally. And
I guess there's
Right,
a difference
right.
between calling somebody out and giving them shit for it.
Like I call Kalak out all the time,
Yeah.
right, Kalak?
So
It's just because he's fucking weird though.
but
he's black.
but they're just cute doodles, Sperange. Whoa. You've seen Sperange's doodle? Yeah, his mom actually did make it for him.
Give me the remote. I'll show you a doodle.
That's not a doodle.
Hey, don't dick around. Literally. Oi.
Oh, what? You can do that?
Yeah, it's meant to be for people who aren't retarded. Just give me that back, and I'll clear it. Kalak, oi, guys. Kalak, don't click
How do I
anything. Just,
steal it off?
I'll erase it. Just go. There's one button I can press to erase the whole thing. Just get out of here. Kalak,
I'm not doing anything anymore.
really? Anymore?
Oh my god.
Alright, stop drawing.
It's not me, it's Spawn now.
No, I clicked it like 10 minutes ago, and now it's just opening and closing.
Oh, right.
Oh wow,
So,
It's like lagging or some shit.
you did a lot.
Oh my god.
I can't take control until it relinquishes it.
Let's play then. This is fun.
This is what I have to look
Alright.
forward to being a teacher.
Yeah. This is great, guys. Thanks, guys. Stop pressing buttons. Jump on.
Jump on.
Yeah,
Right,
we got
nobody
it.
press the flag. Just stop.
Jump on.
I think we broke it.
Jump on.
We'll give it 3 more seconds.
Jump on.
It's well and truly broken.
Jump on. Jump on.
Can you clear it, Jim?
Jump on.
I can't actually get control because it's like they were spamming the flag, so it's queued their dick. Alright,
Come on.
I'm just gonna reload the page. Jump on. I'm reloading the page.
Hey Jim. Hey Jim.
Yeah.
Jump on.
Jump on. Jump on. Oh, what the fuck? It's still going?
Didn't help.
Fuck, man.
Don't do this again, guys. Fucking stab you. I'll knife you.
I want to point out,
I
I
regret
didn't do
this.
any of the clicking. This is Spore. I just clicked it once.
You should have just given it to me, bro. Why did you refuse to relinquish control?
I don't
I
have an
was
option
going
to relinquish control. It's because you and Kalak were fighting over it.
I literally just clicked it once. Just once. And then I started drawing.
What if I leave? Will it ditch me?
Yeah, it still says Sperange has control.
Jump on.
Yeah, I've left. What now?
Jump on.
It's like in
Jump on.
P2.
It says Kalak now.
Jump on.
Alright,
Jump on.
let's all quit.
It's back. It's back. It's back to normal.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's back.
Alright, I got it. Okay, don't fucking touch that button. You motherfucks.
I am so tempted to touch that button.
No. Okay, so what were we up to? Jump on? Jump
Yeah,
on.
we jumped on.
Alright. There's something happening at 55. Alright, so let's go here. Okay. So this ties in rip. This ties in with what we were saying before around ultimate tracking.
Kill Baguette, actually. Switch to Baguette. Baguette, front. Baguette. Baguette still alive?
What should we do in this situation?
Jump on.
Right? Well, actually, it's a real question because look at this and this, right? So we currently have the point. How much time do we have? Not much. If they start taking it, it's like what? 4 seconds, 5 seconds? Flip the point.
It's short.
You got no choice, right?
slow.
So do you guys think it's worth stalling at this point? Mic's open mic on the bus or whatever. I'm assuming that's cool thing.
Is that a 99?
Just a quick heads up, Jim.
Yes. Yeah.
I can't watch anything on Visor on mobile.
Okay,
Okay,
no worries.
just watch the VOD.
Just watch the VOD later.
Yeah.
Have
Back.
See ya,
safe
buddy.
trip home. See ya. Yeah, so that's 99, right? So if we don't trickle in now, we're fucked. Pretty much. Unless we can somehow have one person stall here or something to then manage it, but I don't think that's gonna work. So now, yeah, so we're trickling in, no choice. And
Got it. Unless you're on there now.
Alt onto the point.
Jump on in.
yeah.
Oh.
Ah, you were right over it.
Unlucky, unlucky. Oof. So a couple of we lost due to the let's call it what should I say? The overly aggressive hamster.
We might just need to practice.
Okay.
It's the first time, so we've just got to give it a few games.
That's fair.
We need to be able to keep up with him at least.
I try and hold off
So
until you
the
guys
idea
are
is to
ready.
call like a region or something, so we know which direction.
That's another thing that we really don't do. So Ag's talking here about, when Hammond's going to dive or even when Metal's going to dive, we don't actually say, I'm going to dive here, I'm going to dive there. It's often just, I'm going to dive in. And that ties in with what I wanted to practice a bit today, which is this character or Sombra in terms of scouting, because then the scouting kind of tells everyone our intention, but we still are a bit like vague on where we're diving to. I think we're okay with that, but what we don't do is when we do call, and I noticed it today as well, when we call target calling, which it's just mercy, 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 mercy. Sometimes we get a Sombra behind point or something along those lines, but the location is something that we often omit. And I don't know about you guys, maybe you're IQ 200 compared to me, but I'm like, where the fuck are they? Often it's like, so it just makes it a bit difficult to make those decisions. What do you guys think?
It's alright, Jim. We can't all be 200 IQ.
I know. Fair.
I think start with basics. On point is a really good one. If someone's on point or going for a res is another decent one.
Right.
Because it's a kind of an obvious sign that people can look for. But yeah, if you start with at least on point or maybe like out, like we don't really know the room names, do we? But
do you think that that's something that we should look at practicing? Because there are maps that have been written, and in fact, I'll show you one right now. These static images that, boom, that are already defined, that are good. Even if you play in another team, like the outside shit is always known as coast. Any place that you can kind of fall off on the edge is generally coast. These are named obviously after their colors, and you've got weird shit like, basement's pretty straightforward. So, do you think as a team that, wow, that's a long wait for players. Do you think that there's a value in us specifically practicing, map call outs, and then I can make it into like a quiz kind of thing if we want? Do you think that's something that you'd be interested in doing, or it's just like fuck it?
Nah, for sure. That'd be definitely good. We need to learn that.
Yeah, everyone in agreement?
yeah,
Because these kind of pre-made maps, the colors, and we did this a bit before, but like catwalk and like, I don't know what DD is about. What does that stand for? Direct door?
Double D's.
What's
Double
DD?
Ds? Double doors, maybe?
I don't see.
Oh, you can't see the picture?
I can see the picture. I don't see DD. Oh, never mind.
Underlining?
Door.
Sponge is lagging.
No, I see it.
Oh.
I see it. I see it. I see it.
Here, let me.
Double doors.
No, it was just my screen was.
Where is it,
Chat.
Jim?
Ideally, we would want to practice a map like 5 times in a row using these.
Right.
And at the same time trying to find a comp for defending this map. And then
Right.
again, the other way around.
What value do you guys put on this knowledge compared to like us practicing, say, shot calling? Because we have limited time, right? So do you, priority wise, do you think that this would really up our game? Just knowing straight off that this is cafe?
If everybody can remember all of this, because it's quite a lot of memorization to do, I think.
And it's for a lot of maps. The good news is that there generally is a trend. So this is like, these kind of walks are often known as catwalks.
Okay.
Perch is often perch. Like you'll see it come up in a few maps, but there are a lot of them. You're right. Like if I pick another random,
I think we should spend like for each stage of the whatever the hell when the maps get announced, maybe like the first week we'll focus. Like,
yeah, that's a good idea. Hey,
things and then
so
yeah.
Yeah, okay, I like that.
Hopefully
All right,
hopefully it'll develop more like as we get more comfortable with the maps themselves, playing them every week, etc., etc.
right. So it's not something that we need to just hammer until we know perfectly. It's something that we can work towards as they're announced and as we continue playing with each other. I like that idea. Okay, cool. Let's do that for sure. I think that's a great idea. And these terms are, as I said, it's like it's not our team only kind of thing. Like everyone knows this is church. I did not know that's museum. Fucking no idea. It's a museum. I know this is bank. Anyway,
Can we go to? Can we see like a 2CP
Yeah.
diagram real quick, just so I
Any
can look at
particular?
something? Just like any of them. Okay, so let's say like if we're having a fight on point, and we're trying to target a Zenyatta that's specifically on the left side of the point from our side, we're still going to have to use left right, correct?
yeah.
What's our side?
But
So-
you'd say porch in this case.
What's our side in this context? Yeah.
I assume we're attacking.
Yeah, so I think I messed this up quite a bit, to be fair, but when we're calling rights and lefts, we want to make sure that that's consistent left or right. So let's say if we're attacking on Hanamura here,
Yeah.
the
Let
porch
me get the point one. Might be a bit better.
so if we're attacking Hanamura and so like the perch side would be left side, balcony would be right side in that case, where if we're defending, balcony would be left side, perch would be right side. We have to make sure we keep those consistent when we're making calls.
Yeah. The good thing about these sort of names though is that they're agnostic of.
Yeah, if you say
Yeah,
balcony,
balcony's
doesn't matter
always
which
going to
way
be
you're
that
facing.
way. Yeah.
But
think
the thing
that-
is, if we call balcony, people will be looking up at the balcony instead of like looking like on the left side of the point. Just what I'm saying. Because in the middle of a brawl, like even that small space, people can get kind of confused with all the different characters running around.
So,
So let's
pick,
say- let's
pick
say
an
we push
example.
multiple.
People are up on balcony,
Yeah,
and so Chubby is underneath the balcony. Yeah.
cubby.
Yeah. Cubby.
All right, chubby.
Roadhog.
You know what? Attacking. Let's use spawn. Right. So spawn is one where you could have a spawn right or spawn left.
So there's spawn left and spawn right, and that's a standard. So if we're blue and attacking, then that'll be spawn left and that'll be spawn right.
Right.
Right, and this one's left. But my point is, this is still useful because even if we're attacking, so even if we're going this direction, jumping on point, and there's like a massive brawl happening here with like 5 people, if someone made a call, soldier on balcony, handy to know.
Yeah.
Not that soldier can get up to perch. This is the Widowmaker only area, but you get what I'm saying, I think. Cool beans. All right. I just need to work out clear drawings. How I could get there. Okay.
Oh, I can do that.
What?
I can clear the drawings. Just give me control.
No, don't touch it, Kalak. I've already cleared it, yeah? All right. Moving on. What are we up to? 636.
So the dive tanks are going to need to do that. I can target once the fight begins.
Well, if you dived in first, I was.
So this is good. I think we're pretty good. I think now we're to a point where, except for the odd flare ups, we tend to keep our chat or other calls and communication in game pretty vanilla, pretty decent, and then we start discussing, look, how are we going to change team comps? How are we going to what were we struggling with and things like that in between matches, which is I think the perfect time to do it. We're still a
We
bit slow.
communicate a lot. Like
Yeah.
when I subbed for Fusion's team, they
Yeah.
barely said a word with each other.
And
Like, Fusion's, what do you think of Soldier? He's like, do what you want. I'm like, okay.
do you think that we talk too much though?
No, not at all.
No. Cool.
I think they'd be better if they talked.
Agree. Yeah, definitely. It's a skill that. I mean, that's what originally before you joined us, Hoots. It's what we've been working on. So we used to not say much, or used to just be like fucking crazy, just talking shit.
Yeah.
And then we the main point that we started on was comms, and then we on our first scrim we played against Fusions, and we beat them in the first map, and it was a pretty convincing beat. We played on what's it called? Blizzard, not Blizzard World. Yeah, Blizzard World. Blizzard World.
Blizzard World, yeah.
Yeah. And it was really good, and you could see that we had, as a team, because we practiced those kind of calling kind of things, and it really helped, and it's something that we've been trying to focus on a lot. We still have so much room to improve, and that's what the whole map thing will help with. But it's getting better, and I think after we took that on board, we made a massive jump in terms of our skills as a team, like who we could play against, who we could beat. Like there are teams that we played against before, like the Junkaroos, who are improving rapidly, and just our comms would get us through rather than our mechanical skill or something along those lines, which is what I find Fusion's team has like an abundance of. Like you look at fusions on Tracer or on Widow, or you look at Jeff on Rhine, or what else is he really good at? He's got a few.
He's pretty good
or-
at Doomfist.
Yes, yeah. So they got an interesting like they're very skilled players, but I think that their Achilles heel right now is what you're saying, their comms and
They have
their
very little variety
consistency.
as well.
Yeah, once they lock in. But the problem is, you see, they have so many. Well, they had so many players that it's hard to kind of know
Yeah.
where and when you should flex. It's just a mess. It's like, who showed up? Okay, I'm gonna lock in the one I'm used to. I'm just gonna lock in this hero because that's what I play. Whereas we try and flex out as we need.
There are definitely teams who are better at the game than we are individually, but we win rounds. Sometimes we beat
Right.
them outright. Even though, like, when you watch the kill cam, they're obviously better than us.
Right.
But just because they scatter and they don't focus and stuff like that, we win a lot of games just because of comms, not even because of skill.
Which makes us better at Overwatch, in a way.
We are
Just not
a team
mechanically.
game after
Not
all.
mechanically.
It's a team game after all.
Yeah, that's right. And in a team
Yeah, if
environment,
it wins the
these
match, it
things
wins
help.
the match.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's keep going.
Oh no, I'm playing Genji on this one. Can we skip
How
this one?
embarrassing.
I'm playing support, by the way. So.
I mean,
Oh, this is where Metal tells you how much better a DPS you are than him.
you guys will dive in.
Alright, maybe let's replay this a couple times.
Put it on loop.
I'm
That
pretty sure
happened.
I wasn't playing, so yeah.
Oh, wait. No, that's in the next game, I think. That's when
Oh,
I
okay.
switched to DPS. Yeah. I remember.
Right. Look at that coordination from them though. This is Team Tentacle. They're a pretty like
They've improved.
low-ranked kind of team. Yeah, and to see them just group together like this and actually do these like proper calls, and they're shit scared of us. Yeah, well, I say that, but like a couple of us anyway. Like they, for some reason, are terrified of my Tracer. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll use that. but you know, it's really good to see these. I mean, they've got a few silvers, a couple of golds, and it's really promising to see that you just play and practice and you improve. They can improve, we can improve. We have been improving. I mean, we're hopefully, fingers crossed, in the grand finals for our stage now, so that's good for our group.
I'm gonna go straight through the middle of them in a second.
Alrighty.
Now that was a really good call. So Psycho
Yeah,
ahead of
yeah.
time said, "Hey, I'm gonna go straight through the middle of the second, and you acknowledged, "Yep, I heard you." Perfect.
Alright, let's follow him.
I don't know where he went now. He's going for a scenic route, maybe. We'll see.
Moira at the back, vulnerable. Brig.
I noticed that people don't like to attack the Zarya. Like,
'Cause she
I get that, and maybe this is maybe I'm wrong, but like for example, we're focusing the Moira. Baguette just went full health, then she got a bubble on her, and obviously we want to keep the healing down. But this Moira is like fucking full charge now.
Yeah.
The problem with leaving Baguette uncontested is that she gets her health back, so we need to kill her really quickly so she doesn't get that steam. Otherwise, you get like the first point on the last map
Right.
where she just runs through us, swinging her mace, and she shouldn't be able to get away with that, but she does because she's not being focused down.
Right.
It's the same
But-
with Zaya. If somebody calls like a
Yeah.
focus on Zaya and you only half focus it, she'll be full charge and just wreck people.
And the thing is, Zarya is easier to kill than Baguette is. If Baguette is like
Oh yeah.
if she's like turtling behind her shield and then doing a bash, then doing
Shield
a
and then
dumb
bash,
combo, it's just a real pain in the ass. Where if you just focus Zarya, she'll die. So I people can contest this, but I think Brigitte is the
Is a high
priority
Priority.
target.
I
Yeah.
agree.
But if you're saying that Zarya can be easily taken down, shouldn't we just delete her and then deal with the? Because then it'll be 5v6, right? And then deal with the harder to kill.
I mean, if it's like in this situation, I guess it doesn't really matter because we've already won the fight. But if it's like a closer situation, like 5v4 or something like that,
Right.
like the time it takes to kill Zarya, because she's still a tank, she'll still take a couple seconds to kill you in most cases. That
Yeah.
I think it's dangerous time to leave Brigitte uncontested. She's healing her team, remember, when she's doing that.
Yeah. All of them with AoE.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. You can't like half call a Zaya and then switch off immediately. Because that's a strong point, being like slightly focused.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. That's alright, is up. Very low. Alright, now break. Nice. Just more
Point
up.
for heals. She's
Nice.
back on the point. Yep, nicely done.
Nice job.
Go kill yourself. Go kill yourself.
So just to reiterate, and that I think the reason I started calling Zarya in that fight was to echo your call, Jim,
Right.
because I think that's
Because
something.
as you
that-
said, once it's said, it's like we have to commit kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think we should try to make that a conscious thing that we're doing, is to try to echo each other's calls instead
Yeah,
of
we keep
contradicting
saying to
each
do
other's
that,
calls.
but like it's just not happening.
Like let's in our next scrim, let's make like a conscious like effort. If somebody makes a call, if it's try to just repeat what they said. If we drill that into our heads, it shouldn't be too hard to do.
Sounds like a deal. We got a scrim on Tuesday. Don't forget, guys, against a new team that we haven't played against before. So let's make that our primary goal, and it'll be recorded. So everyone has to say, just echo what someone else says when they echo. We'll see how it goes. Why not? We'll try it at least for one map. Right? Why not? All right. Let's continue. Ag, I think you're a bit harsh on yourself here. Ag's like, oh, I didn't kill myself fast enough. I'm like, yeah, you did.
I wish you would.
Pretty quick.
Oh.
Oh,
The thing is, their first people died like 20 seconds before that,
Yeah, I agree.
and then you guys ran out here up front.
Yeah, we overextended with a 5v6.
mm.
I think on control maps in particular, doing the diva suicide thing is a bit risky.
Yeah.
Because it's
like,
the same distance, exactly the same distance for both teams. And if you've
Yeah.
won the fight, they've got the head start on you.
yeah.
Yeah, that's.
But at the same time, you don't want to kill yourself halfway through the fight, which is what Ag was suggesting. It's like, oh, the fight's won, so I don't need to be here, kind of thing. But I'm like,
I reckon
to
that's
me is
better.
riskier.
I
You're
mean,
right.
that's better than what happened here for sure.
I think that actually happens later. That's later on in the video.
But he did kill the Moira, I guess someone else would have killed her eventually. She's very
You were halfway to your ult though.
Yeah.
That's true.
yeah.
That's a good point.
Just more.
Holy shit! You gunned that Moira down like a degenerate.
Yeah, you're already pretty much halfway to your ult, so you should have stayed alive.
Often I've seen Ag trying to get his mech back though, and it takes forever.
I think in this particular example, so this, we're generalizing, right? In this exact example, I think I looked at that. It's hard to remember, but I looked at it. I hesitated. If you play the video, you'll see me hesitate, I reckon.
She's behind the point. Yep, nicely done.
Yeah, that's a
Ag, go kill yourself.
Yeah.
Alright.
Then I was like, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Diva can move back to the point faster than at least half of the enemy team, but
Yeah.
because the fight happens out here,
Careful.
So when they're underneath, I'm up the top fighting.
and also it was like 20 seconds since the first one's died.
Yeah, if it's if they'll see you die, they'll see the diva die on the kill cam as well.
And so they
They'll
go
take this
running.
opportunity.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, let's go in.
Well, that's what happened here, right? By the time you spawned, that's it. We lost half our team.
Yep.
I think in that specific situation, I don't think it would have made a big difference. Like they're running a heavy shield comp. He probably wouldn't have got Mac back and died.
Hmm. But do you think it would have been better for him to kill himself as soon as we knew we won the fight? I think that's such
In
a risk.
general situation, yeah, probably.
But how would you know that? In hindsight, you could be like, I could save like 20 seconds here. But in the game, it's like, what if a quarter of a second later the two supports died?
I think that's just the Diva's job. The Diva needs to take a glance at the kill feed
Yeah.
and say, yes, we're going to win this. And like, I was standing on the point, I could see 3 or 4 friends there.
Right. Yeah, maybe.
I
It's
think
a
if the
big- it's a big
supports
ask.
died like half a second after he died, then yeah, he wouldn't have been able to do anything about it in the first place because he got no Mac.
Yeah, do I need to show you him shooting the Moira again?
Oh, I think we all saw that. That was
It's
brutal.
All right, moving on. Fair enough. Food for thought, I guess. Yeah. All right.
It's up to Ag really.
Yeah. I just don't want to overload him. That's all.
Yeah.
I think it's a hard ask. I think it's pretty difficult.
I don't think it's that bad. Like, and if you doubt it, okay, how about as a general sort of rule of thumb, if you have doubts, don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair
Okay. All right. All right. Let's continue. Let's skip forward a bit. Fight lost. All right. Let's see what happens here. Ignore bubbles. Zara.
Sorry.
So at this point, both supports are down, which is unfortunate. Both supports are down. We can win this fight, guys. All right. So there's a call saying we can win it even though both supports are down.
Support.
There's just Moira left.
Healing orb about to come on point. Just Moira left. I call that there's a healing point.
Right,
Healing orb on
it's a lot more. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Just-
here's another interesting fact, right? There's 3 of them in there, and I just flew past Genji, and I heard the healing orb coming in on point. So even though, yeah, okay, so if there was only one of them, yeah, sure.
Mm.
But there was 3 of them, but there was also 3 of us.
Healing orb on point.
We're all-
It's true.
is it one?
2 supports and a McCree. 4 of them.
Yeah,
are-
there's 4. Yep.
in there.
Yeah, you were the only one in there.
Fuck.
Yeah. We got one. As a Genji, that if I went in,
Had the
because
Moira
all
heal
4 of
and
them
the-
were my hard counters.
Yeah, it's true, right? Well, except for Lucy.
Yeah, stun.
Alright, we'll focus Moira down.
Nobody cares about Lucy. Yeah.
Roll back down. Oh, maybe not.
Interesting. Okay, let's go to the next point.
I think
Jeez.
with the supports down, we need to specify if it's our supports down or theirs.
Yeah, I agree.
This is bad again.
I mean, you should just look at the kill feed and know.
When you're throwing shuriken like the pizzas, you can't really.
Oh,
Yeah,
pizza
yeah.
sounds good.
It's too hard with Genji. It's too because he's too spaghetti to
Right.
pay attention to all that.
Very.
Mom,
Yeah.
spaghetti.
Twitchy. Yeah, there is vomit on his shirt already.
He requires a huge IQ to play. I just don't have it.
Metal does.
Honestly, sometimes I have to. I like it's like my Genji just goes down plummets like when I don't play
It's a
him.
fatigue thing, right?
No, it's just he
Oh,
not
you
just
don't
he
play
like stay in style.
Right.
Yeah.
I have rage quit off support.
Kill him. Kill him.
Stay on Moira, I think.
I think Moira's more beneficial at the moment,
Yeah, just one of us just win fights really quickly.
especially with the damage.
All right.
Same.
Left side.
Yeah,
I think I'm flex to the middle.
they got a road
Oh,
hogs.
thanks
Watch
for
out
reading
for
that.
hogs.
Who are we focusing?
They got road
Roll in, roll out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be a consistent process of call the area so that other people can run in with you. It's
Right,
not
right.
good if I sort of go, oh, there goes Hammond.
I
It's
also
too
called
it's too
here-
late.
I also called here, who we targeting, and we kept talking about who's on the enemy team rather than who we want to attack.
Yeah, again, you should just be checking that with tab. That's it.
Oh, the match just started, so we don't know just yet.
Yeah, but as soon as it's seen by one of our team, it's on tab. You can see it.
I thought
No,
it
no,
was
no,
you
it's
have to
15.
get killed. To...
I think it's 15 seconds.
Yeah, comp, it's a timer.
Is it?
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
15 seconds after the match starts, then it becomes exposed.
That'd be
Punish him,
points
punish-
opens up.
Sorry?
When we're in this situation and somebody says, "Who are you targeting?" Why not just call a person to target?
Rather than me saying who are we targeting, because no
So
one else
it-
has said anything. Yeah, that's fair.
Because it makes us like like the implication is that we're not working together as a team, and like immediately morale is down. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair point.
Hmm.
I think Gel said if we're not focusing anybody, then we should just be pounding the Rhine shield, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what I always default to.
Yeah.
Hmm. That's a fair rule. All right, let's see what happens next.
Too late.
What happens next?
Who's him?
Mercy's exposed.
Pixar didn't happen. Metal.
It's right there.
No, no.
Mercy's exposed.
I wanna
There
see.
she is. There she is.
Very exposed.
Mm. Anyway. All right, moving on, moving on.
Right down.
Nice, nice.
Nice.
On pig.
No. Nice.
They got Lucio behind us as well, by the way.
Good call.
Are people? Does me calling him pig throw anybody off?
No, no, everyone gets
Okay.
that. Easily.
Okay, sweet.
Watch the boops, folks. That's what they're doing.
Psycho needs healing. Yeah, so Lex is come to me, Psycho. Because like he's gonna go on a suicide mission. It's gonna take a while.
It's right, yeah, just
Oh, hell.
600, yeah.
Shoot it gold.
Look them out to me if you can.
You're getting better at eating stuff, Hag. Like that
Yeah.
Myra orb and stuff.
Yeah, I always wait. As soon as the Rhyme barrier goes down, I right click automatically now.
Dive Moira on the far
Yeah,
right.
the fire strikes.
Moira in a dash.
Super low.
Moira. Nice
Nice job.
done. Fisted.
Whee!
We're pouring our hope down the well. So that was pretty good. So we called when the team fight was won, and I said no more ults, but I suspect we actually didn't have any ults left anyway, because we did burn a bit there, but with good reason.
And I was on 97%.
Stagger the piggy.
Oh no, that's my mech.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Push forward,
David
get
Bomb.
loose. Which? Oh, your mech was on 97%.
No, that's David Bomb.
Oh, right, because he died. Yeah.
Oh, in the face.
Yeah, that
Yep.
was
So
the best we could do.
pig died after I'd killed myself. Yeah. So they were always going to have one less than us.
Mm.
Farah's almost dead?
Yeah. No, nice.
Shit. Really far ahead.
I was, but in my defense, I remember this too far. Focus Roadhog. Stagger the piggy. Yep, nice. Push
You're
forward,
the
get
only one who
Lucio.
did it.
So I made the call, push forward, because we could have got him. But
It's a bit weird for the support to be like frontlining though. I think it felt wrong, so everybody's like, oh, I don't want to do this.
oh, thanks, guys. So say you're on your own, Jim.
Felt wrong.
Yeah, we should
Not when you see it here.
because like as Reaper, I can't really chase behind with you.
That's true.
Yes,
That's
that
pretty
that
far
is
ahead.
true.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say that your teammates should trust that your teammates are backing you up, and if you can't, like if you see, the person leading in charge, especially if it's a fast person like Diva, Lucio, Moira, who else is really quick?
Tracer.
Yeah, Tracer does have recall, but yeah, same principle. Like if you're seeing that, then say back up.
But that's my mistake as well. I was too aggressive because we killed a piggy and Lucio was on like 1/3 health, but then he got his
She's
mi-
really
Got
far.
Got his
Agreed.
cowboy.
No one ran with me. Yeah,
No one ran with me.
I rolled back.
Yeah, Psycho was with me. He just went away. He just left.
They're coming in. I've got my ult as well.
Yeah, coming left
side,
side,
left
guys. Slowly them and pass this door if you can.
So that's beautiful.
Yeah, that worked
Moira
really well.
down.
Piggy,
Pig.
Let's watch it again.
It's because I saw him coming.
Mm.
Because
That's
he doesn't have the
Jesus
confidence
smash.
yet to call when he's going to go for it.
Mm. So we've got Fat Shat. What's an epic pile drive called?
What do they say in wrestling? Like off the top bunk or something?
Turnbuckle.
Off the top. rope.
top rope.
Yeah,
RKO out of nowhere.
I like that. Let's go off the top rope. Elbow.
And
elbow.
they'd even popped a Lucio thing there.
Right. That's
Yeah, that was
unfortunate.
Juicy double knockup.
But it didn't really matter because we killed
Mm.
2 or 3 of them.
Moira down.
Piggy,
Pig.
Nice.
Chase Ryan. Chase Ryan.
Good call. Look at that. Rocket to the face.
Nice, nice.
Awesome. But yeah, so well done. How many ults did we burn in that, if any? We used Reaper
And
Hammond.
and Hammond.
yes,
Hammond.
Okay.
Where was the Hammond?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's in the
you
kill
can
feed.
see it in there. Yeah.
It feels
it is
late,
too.
doesn't it? When did
I
you use
don't
it?
even know where that was.
This door if you can.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Look, that's fair. That's warranted. I reckon.
Yeah, that was perfect use.
I reckon that took out most of the Lucio.
Yeah, and the micro missiles do AoE, so when they're so
Warrior.
tightly grouped, it's
Big-
so
big-
satisfying.
Nice.
Yeah.
Chase. Chase.
Again. Where's your trophy now? Yeah, nice. All right. Let's go to 16. This is all right. Cool. Next match. Next match is at 2050.
Yeah, I think I'm in for.
Everything that we're seeing so far, though, everyone agrees with, right? Like the calls that we're making, the mistakes that we're acknowledging and stuff, they make sense, right? No one's like, no, that's wrong. Agreed?
Yeah.
Like everyone's on the same page. It's one thing for the first step, I think, to improving is just acknowledging by watching these things. Because once you start knowing that you're making these kind of mistakes, then you can fix them in game. But in the heat of the moment, you're gonna make mistakes. They're humans, and we're not like fucking top 500. We're not even.
Not yet.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so good. As long as no one's like if you disagree with something, like seriously, just say. Or if you're not sure why something is true, like why, for example, Psycho dropping the bombs there actually worked really well. If you're not sure why that's the case, just say something, because maybe I don't know either, and I'm not confident. I don't want to say it either. So you
Not
help
here
me
to flame anyone. It's all about improvement.
That's right.
Unless Sparren says something.
Yeah, no, we'll fucking rip into him.
That was risky.
Punish me.
Punish me, I love it. All right.
Wait, was that word metal?
Yeah, that's what I just did. It's super risky. Just ignore the fact this one's out.
It was risky metal.
Nice.
Incoming monkey.
Let's see,
Careful.
Lex.
Alright, let's jump
We
point.
got bubble on point.
Yep.
Going under.
All right, so the call's made to jump point. Ag sees Juicy. Ignores.
First he's down.
Yep.
Monkey.
I thought he was going for the sniper,
He's
actually.
gone up over the top. He's almost.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
worked out
me
really
and
well.
Hoots saw them at the back, and we're just like, fucking.
Yeah, that worked
Yeah.
perfectly.
Easy picks.
Well, Jim and I were on the point.
Even if you guys didn't get any kills. Sorry, Lex. What did you say? Sorry.
Jim and I were on the point underneath, and we were holding it perfectly fine. And then
But they don't
two
know
others
that.
jumped down with us. But yeah, no, it worked well.
Zen high priority. So KGB on Widow. If you can get them, even if you get back, and let's assume in our 4v4, because we got 2v2 out here. In our 4v4, let's just assume that they managed to kill 2 of you while taking no losses, which is a far stretch, right? Then by the time we get back, it's still even, yeah.
But not only is it even, you've taken out their juiciest targets, and it's unlikely that the 2 or whatever that they killed from ours are our juicy target. Possible, but also unlikely. So that's why this is such a high priority thing, and we know that this guy has been a troublemaker for us for a long time. So good priority on him, and good priority on him as well.
Yeah, he's a pretty good widow. He's gotten a lot better too.
Which one? What's his name?
So KJB.
Yep.
Sorry, this guy.
Yep.
All right, fall back.
Just demacker and then leave her.
There we go.
Yeah, leave her. Just like they did to Ag.
Alright, I'm going back up top.
Yeah.
I got.
I accidentally picked up Diva's dress.
I accidentally picked up Diva's dress.
What did you see? Accidentally.
Accident.
I pressed the mouse.
Ag, let's go back up.
So we're bantering quite a bit, and it's suboptimal, but at the same time, like it's a game, and we're here for fun. And if someone picked up Diva's dress, we all need to know about it.
Absolutely. I think the entire nation needs to know.
Right? Again, Pixar didn't happen.
I still don't know what's up there.
I don't want to reveal.
I want to say kimchi, but I think that might be.
I can't do it in the middle of the tunnel while Reinhardt's about to charge me. Give me a break.
Although
You
if
should
he
ki- you should
did,
kill him first.
he would have been heavily out of position if he charged you.
That's true. Mate,
Will Reinhardt-
watch what I do. Please hit that play button.
Wait, I will. Fine. Will Reinhardt charge?
There
And
is
kill.
another thing next to Reinhardt as well. I can't remember. Don't know what it
Plus
is.
kill. That looks like a. What is that? Is that Tracer? What is that Widow?
Zenyatta?
That's not Zenyatta. It's got legs, right?
Could be Hanzo.
I think it's their
That looks like
demec'd.
Hanzo as
It's
well.
their demec'd.
Baby Diva.
Is that
maybe,
their
yeah.
Baby Diva? Ooh.
So what do you guys think Ag should do in this situation? I think he's backpedaling right now.
Neck it.
He's going to go to the right.
Yeah,
into the
you
room
should
there,
go to the
or
right.
to the left. Either one.
Yeah.
doesn't
So
matter.
get cover and then hit Q.
I can't remember what I did here.
Cover and Q.
It changed to
He just backs up.
mid round.
Ooh.
Dies.
Oof.
Other half,
Ooh,
you know.
10 health.
Holy
Alright.
crap.
He got cover, but 10 health.
God.
Yeah. You're totally right. Those. How far were you in front of the door? Oh, man.
Accident.
I pressed the mouse.
So there's the door.
It changed to
Oh, that fire strike should have got you too.
Other hunters, you know.
Oh, well. Let's not pick on Ag too much. That's good.
Mate, I got out fine.
Lucky.
Lucky.
He's a
Is it-
god.
Also,
alright?
you guys were on top of the bridge. Where's the diva kill?
That's true. Alright,
Lure them under the bridge. I'll drop down with my ult.
let's move forward a bit. Watch out for backcaps. There's a certain bit that I want to skip, but I'm pretty sure Ag wants us to see this in slow
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah, let's watch the next 20 seconds.
Hunter in the back. Nice. Hanzen in the back here.
For that McCree down the bottom.
So, Hanzo and Ryan are dead. You reckon that's team fight 1 yet? As Gel was saying, what do you guys think the
I think
the
that
way
actually could be
here-
Team Fight 1.
I'd say that's one. Hanzen in the back here.
For that McCree down the bottom.
Good calls. Okay, so
Yeah,
now
that's
the
Super
Zen's out. This is out. All right, Super 1.
Yeah. Nice. Absolutely.
So, sorry, Egg. Regroup. We're very split. Res. Now that's dead as well, right? Res is used not on the other support who may have had Transcendence, which is interesting. 3 seconds to heal me. Oh, they had a whole minute left.
Oh boy.
I like that you got health
Around the
for like
back,
10
drop down
HP.
Well, he was dodging. He was dodging the Diva Bomb. All right. So it looks like we're struggling a bit now, right? Although we
Hanzo's
should be
back,
fine.
by the way. Remember, Hanzo was the first one down?
Right. Is he back? Where is he?
I saw an arrow. I can't
Oh.
see him, though. Yeah.
Around the back. Drop down on them.
Yep.
On Ryan.
There he is.
There he is.
Switch targets against C.
What do you think happens next?
Kablooey.
That's them trickling in.
Which is interesting because
So,
I'm
who were the targets that
totally
went
fine.
down? Hanzo and Zen. They're back.
and then
And
Ryan.
And Ryan, yes, but I was
Ryan got rezzed.
shooting him, right? So yeah, he got res.
Yeah.
I was shooting him.
Ryan got red.
Hanzo, Zen,
then
and
McCree died.
McCree are all back.
They're all trickling in as fast as they can.
But they have such a spawn advantage, so that even
Yes.
if you think fights 1, I guess it isn't always, is it? Interesting, because that was losable, definitely. Like,
Yeah.
phew.
It was one. It was like Zen down, Ryan down. Oh, Hanzo down, Zen down, Ryan res, McCree down. But by the time that
Right.
bomb went off, Zen,
Right.
Hanzo,
Right,
and
well, I mean,
McCree were all.
From your perspective back here, from about
It was
here,
before their diva bomb.
Look, right. But look at how much they have there. Stunned, you hit
Yeah,
a rally.
that's true.
No, that's how rally. There's this. It's juicy. Like, do it. And you did. You won
Dead
us the game,
Hootsman.
eh?
Dead Hootsman.
Fucking Hanzo is after you. eh?
Best player down. Best player down.
And extra credit, you killed him as well.
Yeah, because he ran away from the bomb. If you watch
Yeah,
the way that
he's-
he runs from the
No,
bomb.
he was right in your grill.
Yeah, so I throw it over him, and then he runs towards me.
Ryan.
Yeah, he's just he's bloodthirsty, man. Look at him. This is like, gimme, 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 gimme.
Shoot him like a cold hard gangster, damn.
Just need to turn your gun a bit left.
Yeah, hold it on the side.
Nice. All right, let's move on. So we're not burning too much time because I know it's getting late. 26:50. I think this is really valuable.
Yeah, it is.
For what you see. All right.
Can't see any of them at the moment.
All right.
Yeah,
we'll
we
do some
dominated till
top right.
like the
Top
very end,
Mm.
and then they like rallied really hard and held for a bit.
Mm.
Yeah, because they redid the map, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We played another round.
Yes. They attacked again because they never got past that bridge.
That's right. That's right. Which I appreciate that they did because like it's not good practice for them. We want to watch.
We cheated too because Orange told us about the C9. Not that we wouldn't have seen it, but
You
Right.
wouldn't have.
I think we.
actually-
Yeah, Lex
I was
apparently.
about to call it.
Psycho was the only one on point. He could have called it, but he didn't. He just waited till he died. For
Why Psycho? Why don't you call it Psycho? You have anything to say for yourself? If you don't say anything, Psycho, then we're just going to assume that you wanted us to lose. Is that right, Psycho? Your silence is
Can and will be used against you.
That's right. Oh, nothing. Okay. Oof. All right.
Hamsters don't speak.
They squeak. They just squeak. All right. Let's see what happens here. So apparently, Ag was saying that Psycho and Hoot go in. You end up following them. You guys stop chasing, but maybe it was worth following on. So let's see.
Right
What
in
goes
that
on.
corner there.
Push the payload.
Yeah, this
yeah, watch where our team's going.
So we're on the payload.
Yep, you're under me right now.
Reaper on point. Enemy Reaper on point. So there's a Reaper on point. Apparently. Just keep pushing. I'll stay on the payload for a bit. They're gonna have to drop down to us anyway.
Yeah, throughout wait time.
Reaper's gonna drop down in a sec. Psycho, just don't die. Thank you. I'm just gonna keep pushing the payload. just don't die. Thank you.
Yeah, so we could have just followed them through and see where the point is. The point's under there right now.
This one, yeah.
So
Yes,
they,
it's already-
yeah, we could have just kept chasing them, and they would have just fallen right into you guys.
And it would have been a nice pincer attack. Yeah.
Did Reaper wraith form?
He must have to get away because if he was being called on point, yeah.
You got
Yeah, we should have chased him.
Yep. Just wait up. There he is. Wait. You just saw him wraith his way over there. Wait for metal to come in. All right.
Yeah.
They split up to fight with metal. Just
Oh, this is when my computer crashed.
Oh, all right. 5 FPS.
I can't see what's going on because I'm playing at 3 FPS.
Sorry, 3 FPS.
It wasn't good.
5 is playable.
Yeah, 5 uninstall.
Yeah, I just need to get good.
That's right.
Go for that Moira.
Nice.
More down.
Yeah. Right hot.
Switch to Zaya.
Sorry, no, run. Okay.
No, Zarya.
We killed the Ryan. Oof.
Alright, now
Ouch.
Brig.
Oh, it's still Brig.
Jim calling himself. Run.
These
Guys
guys
are
are
like, beat the shit out of them.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good carry.
I'm surprised I'm not copying more shit because the cameras are always from my POV.
Yeah.
So every single mistake, it's just
we can-
visible.
We can if you want. I had one before when you flew over.
And, mate, we're seeing your POV. You just keep your mouth shut.
All right. So apparently something bad's about to happen.
Well, considering Psycho wasn't in the rally, he doesn't have any shield right now.
And that was I did call that too. I did say, guys, we're rallying now. Rally together. And it's a perfect time for it too because the checkpoint stopped. There's no stress. We gotta wait for this stupid door to open, unless we're going hyper
I
aggressive,
think
which I don't.
we saw a couple stragglers from the old spawn. I can't remember.
Where are you? Where are you at the time? So you're here.
Yeah, I'm probably punching someone.
You did. You fisted Baguette. She enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I guess you went through the door now. Although I don't see your marker anyway.
Man, I'm fast.
Did you say something bad happens here?
Yeah. Well, maybe not. So, Psycho's gone.
Trickling in.
Missed the
We're in
rally.
the rally. Bootsman was
Is
in
it?
the rally too.
Technical GG. All right, so there's Hoots. Doors open. Technical GG.
Oh, because you would already run.
Right.
Oh yeah, Psycho.
Yeah, that's probably wasted.
That was bad old.
Doesn't achieve anything. They're not
think,
going to hold us further forward anyway.
Bottom line is the bottom line is I think most of these issues will be fixed if just by calling dives.
Yes, 100% agree.
So there's not I don't think there's much reason to just keep going in and in on it. So
Right.
I think we know the solution already.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, we need more people to be comfortable to actually make the shot calls when the main shot callers aren't around. We need
Yeah.
people who are leading the dives to actually lead the dives, and we need
Yeah.
people to track their relevant ults. Give that information to the team.
Do you wanna do the meeting minutes, Sperange? Just
just-
jot those
that'll-
down.
Summary, yeah.
Yeah. Just jot those down because I'll forget.
Yeah, it has to be the divers making the dive call. It doesn't make
Yeah.
sense for
Whoever will be initiating needs to
Yeah.
call it.
because Metal's our usual caller, our usual
Mm.
winnie tank.
Yeah,
If
it's
he's
pretty.
on
It's
yeah.
and usually when I'm playing Reaper, I'm trying to I'm focusing really hard on making my engagements at good times. So
Yeah.
so it's like not like thinking about where and when to dive isn't really what's going through my head at the time. So it's better if somebody else is doing it.
Yeah, you can't call a dive when you're trying to flank, set up for an ult. and
Yeah.
Right.
stuff,
So I guess what that means is if you're ever going to be playing a dive or initiator hero, then you need to practice shot calling, and that's something that we need to do as a team, not just solo.
Yeah.
Obviously, you do a bit of solo, but like we need to keep that skill warm.
If I'm playing the Doomfist, I can give it a go. I'd prefer one of the tanks to do it because they're meant to be the first ones in.
Mhm.
But I guess we all just have to practice it, really.
Yeah. All right, let's continue.
Frigate.
Did we win this? Shame defense matrix was
Stay on
down.
frigate.
Yep. Focusing bucket.
Yeah, Ripper
Frigate.
ripped us.
Bucket.
Yeah, we're down now.
Oh.
Are we still in?
I don't know if that was necessary. That hammered
No,
out.
he wasted that.
Canceling. All right.
But they were like they wanted that thing to not go one more foot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Good call. See that? Is it canceling leaving? And Ag's just like, I'm out of here, buddies. Back off. All right, cool. Let's see. Oof. Thanks,
Oh,
Baguette.
that actually helped.
They turned the defense around here really well. They held this for a long time.
Mm-mm. So let's see what happens. Apparently, I did something good here.
Find these ults at the end there.
Well, I think I know what it is.
We'll have.
Find these ults. At the
Wait,
end
this is
there.
where you gotta play the game, isn't it?
I didn't.
What's going on with the video?
I'm rewinding it because you keep talking over. Metal will have. We've got two good combos here with Hoots and Metal. So
Gotta get
we've
in
got that. We'll have it for this fight. So let's stall on the payload and then let's try and use these together. Which is
It's a plan. That's what it is.
yeah, it's Hootsman's Fist of Fury and Psycho's. He's still playing Hammond, right? So Psycho's Pellets of Power.
I think it was Metal's Death Blossom you were talking about.
Oh,
Yeah,
Metal's
yeah, it
Metal.
was.
Yeah, right.
It was.
Okay, we've got 50 seconds.
I could be risking trying around the back, but I don't want to die on us.
We're also time aware as well.
Alright, ready? Yeah.
So we're ulti aware and we're time aware.
Yep.
Pushing in.
On Moira.
Well timed. So
Yep,
that
perfect.
engage with the pile driver was really well timed.
I interrupted that.
Reaper behind.
Nice. So what Hootsman was just saying was he interrupted the Lucio, right?
Oh, that was good.
That was
Pure
really
fluke,
close,
but-
wasn't it? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Pure skill.
Fuck that, make me moist.
Big. Okay.
Nice.
Almost dead. Rise down.
I think that's it.
This is fair.
I don't even know if we had one death.
No,
Well done,
that
well
was clean.
So when you're going in, we knew the time restraint. We also knew that 2 people had ults ready to go, and they went out. Did Die go out? I think it did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then my ulti comes up.
Lucky interrupting that.
And boom.
That was sick, dude.
Yeah.
Cool. When
Surgical.
almost at the end. Almost at the end. A few more to see. You guys are okay for time?
Yep.
Awesome. If you need to go, it's okay. We can continue.
I think even though we're only like halfway through the video, there's not many.
Yeah, Ags started getting a bit tired with doing one every 10 seconds. So they're getting stretched further and further apart. Oh, oops. Oh no.
We started playing better though, so that's another thing as well.
Maybe that's why. Yeah, less
Oh,
mistakes.
yes, because I came.
Ooh.
Shocker.
Was that when you looked up Diva's dress?
No.
That was just the little boost I needed to
Instantly.
get my head in the game.
That's what we're talking about, Kalak, right?
The ladies' favor. I won.
The ladies' favor. Did you guys see
Token
that?
of Diva's favor.
Stare into the abyss long enough.
Hansu.
Really, Jim?
It just stuck out.
Like
Sniff
sniffing
it.
a popper.
Was that Moira or Reaper?
It was Moira.
I was gonna say if that was Reaper, damn,
Yeah, man.
he's toned.
Yes.
That's Moira, right?
No, it's not. It's definitely Reaver.
It's got my
He's
name.
transitioning.
Ouch.
LGBT.
Element of it. Moving on.
Do-
All right, so we're making good calls on targets.
Going to go after him.
Nice. Nice. See that? So this is a textbook what's going on over here situation. And you see is we've got juicy.
On Ryan?
Yep, right. But Ag didn't say anything.
No.
This doesn't really matter.
And
Very low.
you'll notice Genji charged past us as well. If I had said something, he might have like turned and focused to Squishy.
Right.
Because he's just shooting. He's shooting Ryan because everyone's going Ryan, no.
Oh, Al Genji. Yeah.
On Ryan? Metal.
Yep. Right.
See, there he is.
Right.
Right on point. Very low.
But yeah, I'm just like, fuck off healers. You're not coming through this corner.
Which is good. Which is a tactic.
Yeah, look, I'm not even dying, so I'm totally fine. And their players are not getting healed.
I need healing. One health, 1 HP down.
Mori's on point here.
But the point is, you as one hero were taking the attention of 3 for a while there. Yeah. So even though no one was dying, the fact is that you've taken those 3 really critical members out of that fight, which I think is a fucking great trade.
Yes. At this stage, those people who were at the front have died now. They had no healing, did they?
No, exactly. Yeah, it's quick maths. So even though you weren't actually getting anything in the kill feed, it doesn't really matter because the point is the fight was turned because
I think corners can be
Yeah, really
utilized a bit
resources.
better. Like we had that really good one with Hootsman on the Widow and Widow and Zen before with the Sir KGB.
right.
And they were around a corner too. So they couldn't, like Zen's not healing anyone. He's not discording anyone who's not in his face punching him.
Right. Rip.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Let's go to one from Metal and Hootsman, which is at 49. It's next map.
I hope we play these guys again. I want to see.
We
how
We
definitely
will.
can.
Yeah, Tentacle, yeah.
They're good buddies of ours now. So I did a session with them where I was Tracer and they had one of their players on my team versus McCree and Zen because they're trying to learn how to counter Tracer play. So I spent like an hour with them, just fucking destroying their Zen. And I was helping them McCree, who was Sir KJB, actually. He's learning McCree. And he's like, how do I, like, he's a good McCree, but when it comes to Tracer diving on the Zens, he was just like, I could get in there, and he was a bit premature with his flashbang. And once I knew that he burnt it, that's it. Like, I'm fucking, it's mine.
Yeah,
I will strafe and fuck around, and then I kill the Zen, and then I'm out of there.
Yeah.
And I just kept doing that. And then we played around with some different combinations of who was my teammate. So we did a bit of Farah, a bit of Soldier. Zarya worked really well as well. And Diva was the last one. And I'm like, let's try this. So I had a Diva on my team, and I'm like, we're just going to dive. And what I want you to do, and I told them, we're all in the same voice comms. And I'm like, my Diva is going to just, as soon as I dive in, defense matrix. What are you going to do? Yeah. There's not much you can do, right? So it's all about positioning at that point and trying to make it so that you can't. I don't know. This is really interesting. But
Maybe we should do that because we struggle with widows. Try and get like fusions or something to help us with it.
I think that's a great idea, actually. Yeah.
Farah.
What Farah? Oh, as in someone who's really good at Farah as well.
Yeah, Naka plays Farah. Naka plays Farah and Ariza.
Right.
Very good at Farah.
Yeah. So let's get Naked on Farah, and we'll try. That's a great idea, and they're more than happy to help us. I'm
That's
sure.
if you can get him out of World of Warcraft.
Goddamn Brahmanik.
his own team.
I message him
can't
fucking
get
right
him.
now. Where is he? Yeah, his
Do
own
we-
team's not as
Do
good
we
as ours.
really struggle against Farah that much?
Farah's, I think, lower than the Widow.
We struggle
It
more when
depends
you're
on the
not
player,
around.
but it's the hero itself. We don't
Right.
usually run a counter, or we don't have that many in our roster.
I'll be honest. So it's interesting that Hootsman asks that, because when you're there, Farah isn't the problem.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's especially with
He's a
Kalak being
freaking
gone,
god.
Kalak being gone a lot as well. It's often been we haven't had either of you to do hit scan, so it's a bit rough when we get a Farah.
Alright.
Hmm.
Because it feels like a problem for the support players and nobody else. Just means I wasn't doing my job.
Mm.
We had an issue with Farah tonight for a little while, but yeah, again, that was because you weren't there.
Right now, the Widow, I think, is the main like fuck off
Yeah.
situation. It's like triggering. All right.
Let's do this.
Let's continue.
So this is third person perspective now.
Oh right, yeah, we kicked Dag out. He kept taking the play of the game from us. So.
Share the glory. Ah, yes, I remember this. This was beautiful.
Let's see.
Yeah, a little bit. An angry lamb.
More of a ram.
So have a look at this positioning, yeah?
For
Play.
us?
Yeah, for us.
See you in there.
So they're coming in.
Started it.
Ryan Shield at the front. Oh, yes, I remember this.
They're pushing bottom right.
Bottom right.
Hootsman's just firing at their guys at the back who aren't protected by
Right.
the Ryan Shield.
Right, because he's got. Yeah, that's right. Because they put themselves in their own pincer attack.
Yep, Sporanger's
by
doing the
pushing
same.
forward.
But this is, like, they did nothing wrong here either.
Yeah, well,
Not really.
I mean,
they could have
they
been
could've a bit
tighter.
closer. Yeah,
A little bit tighter.
you say that,
We-
but the same
we
thing
just
happened
really
in our match we just had. And
Yeah. That's I remember this engagement. It's like, oh, we're just gonna do this engagement again, and it didn't work out.
Yeah. So this
Yeah.
this is the first time too. So Metal's like, all right, let's go, and everyone jumps.
Oh
Boom.
my god, wreck.
Beautiful.
Watch what happens to their team.
Got the rain.
Everyone runs. Everyone runs away.
Get low.
Panic.
This split. More low, but get low. Sperange just fucking anchoring.
Boom, boom, boom. No problem.
This.
I was the only person up there, yeah. Didn't even float my ball.
Lucio dead. Next. Cool. Anyone left?
Alright, reset.
See you, Ralph.
And then the reset call.
Nice.
We played that really
That was
well.
a really good drop there.
Yeah. We go again,
They
boys.
come back.
We go again, boys.
Go again.
There we go.
I was
We both said the same thing twice. That's funny.
pummeling Ryan with his rockets as you pinned him.
Nice.
Yeah, they go for the exact same thing. Yeah.
Are they doing the same thing? It's
Going to the door, some of them going to the door.
changing the
Ooh,
doors.
they've changed it.
Hold on.
That room. Yeah, that room no
Yeah, they
longer
go
exists this
upstairs.
way. Yeah,
They go
yeah.
upstairs.
Yeah,
Right.
anymore, right?
Alright, let's go to jump
Oh, they
right
got high
down.
ground. Yeah, here, no, high ground.
And Metal forgot that that
Okay.
doesn't go through.
Yeah, jump.
Mm.
Yeah, I didn't know that you could even do that.
Yeah, so when they change the map, there's actually stairs that go this way now.
Oh, you should do that.
We should use that actually. Yeah, we should have used that today.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was a
Instead of
thing.
going there. Oh fuck. Okay. That is really bad positioning.
Did
Well,
you fade in?
Pick up for
I did. It was like
Yeah.
I wasted resources to get that. It was really bad. I think I paid.
He was going for the big dick 200
But-
IQ plays.
But watch,
Oh, this is painful. I remember this.
but watch how long I can just like. Do
A fire strike.
Oh. How are they not noticing that I'm doing this?
On right.
See, I'm still like they didn't do anything about it, but they do eventually. Like,
They just ignored you because you weren't doing anything.
yeah, I just sucking them off. Nobody wants to get sucked off by Moira.
Ah, I got killed, damn it.
They just walk away.
Sorry, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, that was my fault.
No, that's not the.
I totally. If I was countercharged instead of being stuck in in the fire strike, probably could have pushed it to stop that push. Because then I'm gone because I get charged.
Mm.
No shield.
Just taking off the playing field. Okay. Whoa, how close was that timing though?
Yeah, but I should be predicting it
Expecting.
that you do that. Yeah.
So he started charging. Whee! Is that our? Is that Hootsman just used? Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
That's Hoots. Oh, sorry. I don't know what happened there.
I got D max.
Alright, back to that one. Yeah, and then it's Gonski's.
Sounds alright.
Right.
Sounds
That Diva was a good pick.
Mm. So I noticed, by the way, when this happens, we almost never try and get back and reset a push. I know it's like really
Gotta get
dangerous
back
because if
in
you
time.
do, yeah, is it not possible though? It doesn't feel like it's not possible.
Yeah, but then you just die straight away, so there's really no
It's
point.
such a risk because if you die here, then they steamroll you.
It's a long way. If you haven't all died at the same time, then the first person who does get back is
Yeah, dead.
Yeah.
Dead anyway.
That all?
That's it.
Plus you feed ults even if
top
you
left.
don't
Yeah, exactly.
get like half
Okay,
full,
ready?
yeah.
All right, let's see what happens here.
Onto them.
They've used two ultis there.
On Ryan.
You got
Ryan, low,
Stay on Ryan. Stay on Ryan.
it's just
There's
him.
nothing.
Right,
There's nothing
you're
here.
behind them. What the shit?
Was it?
Well, the
Yeah,
call was
right
to
there
the
was
call was
it.
to go Ryan, and I think so. Metal goes in, Psycho goes in, but then Metal dies and Psycho backs out.
I think Metal got boot charged, didn't he?
Oh, maybe he got knocked off.
No, I charged through, and I thought people were going in with me.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
you got to be able to have faith in your teammates. Don't
Look
let
at
each
this
other
focus. This is forwarding 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second.
Yeah, but it's because I'm literally the only person there to shoot.
And I was behind them, was I?
On Ryan.
down. Yeah, I mean you went in, but that was the call, so
Yeah.
you can't be blamed for following the call.
Ryan, low,
Stay on
Ryan,
Ryan.
low.
Stay on Ryan.
Right. Right, so because he's turning to face me, we had the chance to attack, but I think everyone was backing off at that point.
I was on, you know, the perch on the other side
Oh yeah, that
where
like
like
far
armors
away.
and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's that is good. That's a good position. To be fair.
Mm.
I was just down the line, so I could shoot straight into them.
Yeah, they have nothing actually for you. The only thing that can deal with you is the Diva
yeah.
in that spot.
And she can still 1v1 me. So dirty.
So yeah. Once a couple of people are down, they just whittle, bit by bit.
Shatter.
Ryan. I'm still on the Ryan. Still just like. Still.
He's just ignoring you.
I'm not doing much to him, but it's something.
Giving me a little tickle.
Please. Ryan. Please focus right.
Oh, melee. If you can walk up to him in melee, it does more damage than your thing.
That's a good point.
I'm gonna switch to
Nice.
Like chaotic fight.
Yeah.
Yep. But our respawns are faster, so
Yeah, so we're getting momentum.
I think that's metal.
That was the bad charge. I remember. I completely overshoot the charge, and then I just stop just next to the Reinhardt coming back after he was killed, so we just like brawl it out outside.
Keeps the tech
Worked. Oh, you died though.
No, he died too, but I mean, eventually.
Oof, that was
Diva
scary.
bomb went really hard.
they
You're
didn't
right,
even
though.
actually lose a
Yeah,
tick
that's why
there.
I didn't die. I'm like, shit, I'm dead. I think I might say that. Yeah, that's
Alright,
good.
let's reset.
Yep, top left.
Yeah.
Cool. No, that's really good, guys. There's a couple more in this region. 53, 35.
And just
Right.
wait for big before you
Is Ryan coming up?
Yeah,
I
we're
think
almost
I
at the end.
fuck Up here.
What was that?
I think I fucked up. That's why they got through.
Okay. Let's see.
point.
Hey, I gotta bounce. I got people waiting on me.
Oh, they
Oh,
Lucio ultied through twice
Oh,
here, yeah.
You playing
Catch
West
it.
Branch?
CS branch.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
Stay. They can wait.
Right,
Is it
it's like
cycle?
nearly, it's nearly 12 o'clock, man.
Yeah, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. We'll be done in 10 minutes.
Hit play, hit play.
Sorry, low top left. Yep.
Lucio's up there too, up top.
It might have been the fight after this one.
Alright, let's reset
There
it.
is one where I just rock a punch for no reason into the right.
Every time you called the push lately with the Dinger ult go down as you pushed Lucio ult. So just can't kill him easily.
Ooh.
Saves me there. Thanks, Psycho.
That's-
That was a good save.
Shadow's ready.
Nice. Okay. Ooh. 54, 50. Let's see. What happens here?
Alright, pushing in.
Oh, I think metal.
Oh,
This goes
here it
badly.
is. I didn't know.
Oh no.
what was that hits?
See that little behind? You know, up top there, how there's that little pillar thing.
This thing?
Behind where the enemy Rhine is.
Oh, like there's like a pillar there.
Yeah,
Yep.
I didn't know Doomfist could climb terrain, so I ulted directly on top of that, and I did nothing.
Oh, you're like,
Ah.
boonk.
Yeah.
That's unlucky.
Alright, pushing in.
Nice. Go, go,
No,
go.
no.
Oh, yes.
Like it would have wiped them right there, but
Unlucky.
Pushing. On Ryan. Ryan
Just
just
behind, behind.
that
This
little
is
fucking
bad.
pillar.
Alright, keep safe, keep safe. See, we've got time, don't die.
Ate my ult.
Back off, get health. We've got time. Let him have a tick, doesn't matter.
Oh, that's planning. Remember how well we do when we've got a plan?
Mm.
I got my ult, I can put in.
Alright, now we gotta get on point.
Get on point.
Boom, boom. We win.
Nice.
On Ryan. Ryan's super low. He's down. Switch to Diva. And Diva's ran away.
Lucio's run to the right,
Nice,
to the right.
nice. Just wiped them. I mean, we gave 2.5 ticks away, but if we trickled in, I think we would have lost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Worth the 2 ticks.
I got 2 kills out of my dude bomb as well.
I don't think we even gave them a chance to grab too.
Yeah, we're just right in their face, right? She's had this for a while.
Mm.
All right, let's move on a bit. We're up to 55. Oh, it's right here.
It was a good decision.
Oh.
Uh,
To switch.
To
Let's take
wait.
to back off.
We only have my ult for the next fight, guys, so this plays a bit safe.
Something that reminds me of is what Metal has said before when we were practicing shot calling, like as Skunkworks first formed. The idea of any plan is better than no plan. Doesn't matter if it's a shit plan; it's still better than no plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So we should probably do that more.
Try to build some ult charge.
They're running bottom. They're on point.
Oh, this is fat.
Under them.
Yep.
Oh, there's the yield.
There's also a good interruption from Sporange because people were talking and he goes the bop 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 bop, and then everyone just jumps down and they get squished.
Yeah.
Did I miss it?
Yeah, it was before the
I'm bottom.
a little bit before.
Under them.
What's the next one? 1 hour.
Right, yeah, 1 hour. Let's go ahead.
If they grabbed on that other point, they would have won the game, I think.
Mm. Hadley. Oh no. Alright. Who's you on support or me support? You got deeps. Okay.
Are we gonna
I
go?
remember that turn. I used to go right on, or sorry, left on the top.
Oh, that's anyone who wants to watch. Let me find the time marker. Anyone who does want to play Hammond, the thing from Gel from last week, 1 hour and 30 seconds. He shows you all the different ways of getting up here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh right. in the
Totally
other
worth it. Yeah.
Yeah. About swinging, like hooking onto here and then getting
Yes.
up to this point, kind of thing. Like hooking on the other side of that wall, so it's totally blind until you're like right up there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good tips. Takes a lot of practice.
Top guys.
Yeah, we can't.
Oh, okay.
I think that was the thing. Yeah, we kind of need Psycho here for this.
Alright, try
He's got to watch that coaching session.
Yeah. Let's link it to him.
Yeah, stay in the bottom, please.
Yes, stay on.
I think the top right. Yeah, the top right.
Okay.
It's gonna get eaten for sure. Now that's not the best call, right? Because I saw 2 of them or 3 of them here, and I said the top right. But I don't know. Should I be more specific and say I see 2 of them in top right? Or
If you can, yeah.
Just be as specific as you can. So, like in this situation, like the call would be like Torb turret center because we want to kill the turret first,
right.
and that's what
Let's see.
kills this push, if I recall.
Let's see.
Dive onto them. I'll target call when we go in. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Toby on turret? Okay. Yeah, Toby on turret question mark? Because I saw it hitting the shield, or I heard it or something.
Yeah. So the thing. So here I just say we're diving in, and it's in. For me, I thought it was straightforward because you'd said 2 people top right.
On the right, yeah.
Dive those people that are on top right.
Right.
So we did the right thing.
Sorry,
With our
sorry.
information.
Yeah.
So it's my fault. I didn't give enough information.
So we just need to know like I think for scouting we need a good sense of who's where, and then we pick the best starting point to dive based on that information.
Psycho should have been doing the scouting.
Yeah,
It's
it's not.
third person.
That's another thing Gel shows in that video. He says you
He
can go to
does,
this corner and yeah.
Third person scout. If we had a
Psycho,
frigate, we
Psycho
could-
does do that though. I
He
think
was
it's-
doing it on the first map of this
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
Right.
He was
right.
doing it on Ilias too.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. No, well,
Yeah,
just
so
more of the good things, I guess.
Yeah, he's getting there.
We got Torb behind us.
Moria. Moria.
Where's Mara? Where's Mara? That's Mara?
No, she ran away. She ran away. I was fighting her, then I saw I got distracted by Torb.
Right.
As
I
I was
think-
calling everyone to kill more.
I think the point of that time marker was just that we had a good plan of going in, and everyone
Right,
did
right.
sort of do it, even
Yeah.
though we lose.
We lost in the end. I think that Torb.
She's got a
shots.
0110.
I think we correct this in the push right afterwards.
Mm.
I think the main issue there is that we didn't jump on Torb.
Mm.
Gun? Where gun?
No, I mean on the enemy team.
they're all back by now.
All right, that's very good.
Yeah. There's at the top right.
Torb's set up.
Was
I should have said center. I guess we all knew where the turret was before, but I should have been more specific.
Is he putting it up now? Same spot there, yeah.
Okay, same spot.
Top center. David's on the right there.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
the
so
scout.
Psycho's doing the yeah.
Ready? That was good.
Hmm.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Alright,
Try to get up there.
2, 1.
Yeah, I can't get up there. Yeah, so he didn't know, and Metal goes in. Oh, Hootsman followed him.
On the
Is
turret.
there really swing poise there? Hang on.
Punch that turret.
I'll finish up the turret.
Yes, there you go.
Target call on point. Alright, on point. Moira.
Good old spaces out the area for us.
Yeah.
Right.
Because the higher you drop it, the further out it goes.
Sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah, we win that.
Not forward. There we go.
Nice.
So the next one's in 20 seconds.
Just-
It's all about the plan. Oh, well, I think you went forward a minute.
It's minute 2:10. Oh, right. Healing point.
Well,
I beg your pardon. No, you were right. You were right. Yeah.
Sorry. Doesn't matter, whatever. It's a few seconds away now. Can some of us push in?
Again, it's just the whole thing about the plan.
Right.
And yeah, as you said, any plan's better than none.
Let's go.
But from this whole VOD thing, you can keep playing.
Yeah.
Whenever we go in without a plan and everyone's just sort of chasing,
Center or left?
it doesn't work. But everyone's talking here. Center or left, left, go left.
yeah, lovely.
Yeah,
Everyone's
go
talking
left,
about what you're doing.
Alright, Torb's down, let's go. On Moira in the
It's good we
back.
capitalized on that there.
Yep.
We got to abuse that Torbjorn. Get it for free.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
What did they do from the other side of the map?
Yeah, true. Yeah, you're totally right. He's sitting here by himself, little fucking shorty. Smash him. that was good.
Oh, Ryan is exposed.
Oh, shame about the bubble. Right, super low.
Nice.
And then I
Moira
missed
on
that.
left side.
Yeah.
Very good focus. So we went in with a plan, and then everyone's focusing. The orb calls are made.
Just on point.
Bubble inside the bubble. It actually landed inside the bubble.
Lucky I dashed.
Yeah.
Is that a fat chat? What
I think that's a fat shot.
3 down.
Yep, on Ryan. Ah.
He didn't use it at all.
Yeah, no one to follow up because they're all dead.
So this ult here is good from Hammond because it's just sitting there still.
Yeah.
We didn't have to worry about that side at all.
We're all on fire.
Diva.
Put me out.
Extinguisher is not required.
So notice how they didn't do the whole give them 2 ticks and regroup thing.
Right. They're just trickling.
Lucio.
Did we lose this fight?
Yeah, to reload.
Oh, it's so close,
I don't
guys.
think so.
Looks like we do. No?
Nope.
You spoke too soon, Jimothy.
Watch the kill feed, boys. Still winnable? Still winnable? Zara. Oof.
Damn it.
You sure we win this?
No, I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, there's one that's a few seconds.
Oh,
That's the one
104.30.
No, the
Yeah.
fight's still going, bro. The fight's still going. It's not cold yet.
It's me.
Torb now.
Yeah, they use Soldier ult,
Still winnable.
Ryan ult, and Moira.
Winnable.
So that was good. So we're talking
Ulti
about
management. Yeah.
Ryan was at the top. I'm not sure if he's there yet. I'm going to roll, across the top.
really good, saying exactly what he's planning on doing.
Yes.
Rolling across the
It's
top.
exactly what was missing on the first map, and now it's
My
fixed.
ult as well.
I've got my
Psycho's-
ult as well. He says.
Psycho seems pretty good at ult tracking as well, in particular. I think the best
Yes.
out of all of us.
Devo on roof.
Yeah. On Reinhardt. Or back up a lit. Just let that play out. Push onto the Moira.
Yep. Moira caught out.
Moira is low.
So she's down first. With the healer down, it's just a matter of time.
On soldier right side. On Reinhardt.
Keep it low.
on point, Orb. Moira. Soldier on point.
Yep. Soldier low. Nice.
Well done.
Yeah, the orb calling matters. Look at this guy.
All right. Yeah.
Hey.
No, it was excellent. It was
Theo
perfect.
was good.
And it helps when, it helps when one of the people screaming out the names is the Zenyatta with the Discord orb.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was the last one.
It was the last one. Yeah. Let's have a taco party. Anyway. Yeah. No, that was great. So I really appreciate you guys sitting around and going through these. I find it super valuable. It's like shit you don't realize when you do it during games.
Yeah.
Just
It was
sitting
good.
after and be like, fuck, I made a lot of mistakes there. Ag made a lot of mistakes there. Lex didn't make any mistakes, right, Lex?
No, I don't make mistakes. Don't be silly.
His birth was a mistake.
Oh,
Oh.
Besides that, though, he's got a pretty good.
it was like before, you're like, I wish you'd kill yourself sooner, IRL.
Yeah.
Maximum edge mode is activated.
Wasn't even playing Reaper.
Good stuff, guys. That was good shit.
Yeah.
And I like this one because it's so different from the first maps we played to the last.
Yeah.
Everything goes on the up. It goes from like Psycho rolling in without warning and rolling straight back out again to the end, this last fight, where everything is planned ahead of time, ulti tracking is happening, targets are being called, everyone's focusing the correct target. Totally
Right.
different. And we lost the first map, and then we owned them on this one.
Yeah, I think one thing I've been really happy with is we've gotten a lot better at handling our tilt. So it's like
Yes.
instead of like just getting like disgruntled and like moping throughout like subsequent matches after we lose one, like we're actually changing things up in a way that works and trying to focus on actually improving.
Right.
And I think it
Oh,
really,
don't
really
like-
showed.
Just like, yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just quoting us how we used to play. Oh, I don't like this. This doesn't feel good, or whatever the hell. Oh, I'm.
Yeah.
Or just
I remember
dead
those
radio
early
silence.
games. Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
we still do it a bit. And that's
I mean,
Stamina's got a bit better, I reckon.
bit, but we're
Yeah.
like, even like tonight we struggled in the first match as well, and then we started picking it up as we went along.
Right. Whereas historically, if we had a match that was struggle first match, it's just downhill from there.
Yeah,
So we're able to take it back and kind of do a bit of a self analysis and go, well, what went wrong, and let's revisit it, and without the tilt, which is great.
revisit our trauma.
Yeah, deal with it. That's how you're meant to deal with trauma.
Yeah,
Trauma. Just revisit it and laugh at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, that was great, guys. Next thing, Scrim is on Tuesday against a new team. They're similarly ranked to us. They're not in AOL, but they're meant to be pretty strong. So we'll see how that goes. And depending on the score, I don't think they've been. I'll just check Battlefy right now while you guys are here. I don't think they would have done anything to actually show us who we're playing off against. But we should be able to work it out. Hang on, where's that spreadsheet?
Did we make it to the grand finals or whatever?
Yeah, if I can actually, if I check what the other teams got, we should be able to work that out. I don't want to rely on Owen and the other dude killing me.
I know
Will?
the early match went 3-0.
Sugar. Which did anyone go 3-0?
Yeah, the early match today. I can't remember who was playing, but it was 3-0.
Let me.
Super helpful.
Fuck. Join the tournaments. Go to tournament. Sorry, guys. Just be a second. Talk amongst yourselves.